Part 4. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to annoy you with adjusting my microphone before I start telling you what I'm going to do. So let's do that part. All right, hopefully that was annoying enough. All right, now I'll try to explain what I'm going to do. All right, so I think we're just going to flesh out the mesh a little more. She has no breasts. A few more. Oh, and the fingers. So I think what I'm going to do also is start off with the fingers. Let me pull up my little timer here so I can see what time I'm sitting on. Yeah, I think we're going to work in some fingers. Let's start off with that. So I'm going to fill out her breasts a little bit. Do something with these hips because I need her to have some hips like a female, even though she is gaunt. And then do a little bit more with her head. It may need to get shrank as well because it looks a little big. I'm not sure right now. I don't know. So we'll start off with some fingers. What's the easiest way to do this? I think I'm going to go with the curves today. So let's do that. So get out of this deal, go to object mode, and I'm going to start off with a curve. So curve, NURBS curve. Oh, wait, a path. That's what we're going to start out with. So there's our deal there. All right, here's how I do my curves here. Okay, so you can see the way that path is facing. I want it to face down, I don't know, vertical along the z-axis. So let's make that happen. We're going to rotate this on the y 90 degrees. And there we go. So if you look at that, you can see that it's facing the way I want it to face. All right. Now we're going to go in and I'm going to get rid of some of these excessive verts. So we'll scale this down in object mode here a little bit. Pull this where we need it and scale it down some more. Just going to get it into shape here. In the general position that we need it in. Alright, something like that. Now, got a few too many verts in my opinion, so we can get rid of these two here. And that's Control X to dissolve the vertice versus deleting it. So, we got a good setup here. And now we're just going to put it in wireframe mode, I suppose, so I can see these verts. Man, every time I want to do something, I can't ever get it to work the way I want it to work. Like, I want to be able to see it, but I can't see it very well like that. I can't see that. So let's try this. Maybe that'll work a little better. Okay. Okay, so curves, right? Yeah, we're working with curves. All right, so let's get these fingers started. Shift D, and we'll say that's good for now. We can go ahead and minimize this. Okay, so add a little thickness to these, right? So that'll be under your depth, and that's under the geometry, the object data panel, and go to bevel and go to depth. So we'll open these up just a little bit. There's a lot of customability. That's not a word. There's a lot of customization that you can do with these. So, okay, to scale these, in the skin modifier it's Control A, but with the, what is this thing? With the curve, it will be Alt S to taper it. So, and that's why I'm using it. No particular reason. I don't know. I'm just doing something different. She has fingers that kind of, you know, work with that. So Shift S, I'm going to do the cursor to select it so that I can pivot off the 3D cursor. So we'll grab this whole finger here. Usually the middle finger shoots straight down from the wrist basically. So it's pretty much in a good spot. And then we'll just grab that whole finger there, duplicate it over. That'll be her ring, duplicate it over, and that'll be her pinky. Alright, so we can hide the pinky and we'll work on the ring real quick. So let's do something like this. And this will be a good start, I think, for the fingers. Add detail and all that later. Alright, so let's get that pinky going on. Let's get that pinky. I'll say somewhere right about there. So Shift S, we're going to do cursor to select it. That's what I'm looking for right there. Shift S, cursor to select it. That way when I grab the pinky, it'll rotate off the hinge or the knuckle. And then we'll just make this look more like a pinky. Pinky's incredibly short. Not that you didn't know that. Alright, so something like this. Plus, you know, I like how malleable these digits are when you're working with curves. Man, I really didn't like curves when I first started Blender. I really, really didn't. Gotta do curves? No, it's not a bad thing. Just gotta become more accustomed to it, that's all. So we'll say something like that is yay. The thumb's always tricky, not that I've mastered it, so I don't want you to get that impression. But I've done a few little hands now. I didn't like doing hands either, and I still don't really. It's not fun now, but it's a lot less painful, that's for sure. Alright, so it'll sit that way if you're looking at it from the front view orthographically, roughly. If you look at your thumb, which, you know, if you're blessed, you'll have all the digits that most humans are born with. And if you don't, that doesn't mean you're not blessed. It just means you're, you know, more unique in that way. But anyways, most humans have their thumb. It's almost, how do you say, like flush with the palm. Like when you flex your hand or whatever, it goes like right about here-ish, something like that. So that means the actual thumb part, the whole deal is a thumb, but the actual knuckle, I think it's your metacarpal, will be up higher, relatively close to where the wrist is. So something like that. And you just want to twist that whole bit out. This phalange here, we'll just kind of twist that out a bit. But this girl has terribly long fingers, so I'm just going to have to use a little bit of artistic liberty with it, but yet I still want to be, you know, halfway accurate. So this here, these are the middle knuckles. Shift S, I'm going to do cursor to select it that way. When we pivot, we're going to pivot these lower knuckles. Let me see if I can get a better view here. I want to grab pretty much these right here, I suppose, the lower ones here, and we'll just give them a nice curve, just a rotation, I mean. And that's where the skin modifier might have been handy dandy. Maybe we can get away with the pose. I think maybe we can do a pose and get away with that. Alright, so let me just look at this without the view on here. I mean, looking at her hands, looking at the reference here, I think if I maybe adjust this palm a little bit, it might work out. So let's get out of this. Go here, sculpt mode. Matter of fact, I really don't need to sculpt that. I could have adjusted it with the proportional editing since the way that I modeled it, but we're just going to do it that way. And my way is not the, what do they say, the be-all way to do things by any means, because 3D modeling in general is so robust. There's so many avenues of approach that you can do things. So there is no necessarily incorrect way to do things, and or necessarily correct. There are commonly accepted practices, but there is no, for the most part, right or wrong way to do things in 3D. So if you like freedom, this is certainly a good avenue for that. You can, there's so many different approaches or whatever to this. Like, I love it. I'm certainly a fan. I don't remember when I don't know, maybe so many years ago I got into this. Like, too many years ago. There's people out there now who are pretty awesome, and I'm jealous, you know, that they have gotten so good when I I don't feel like I'm that good, but I know I'm not terrible either because I'm always impressed by my finished pieces. They're pretty good, but you know, there's always somebody out there that's, I don't want to say necessarily better, but I can't think of much a different way to say that. Let's just say there's someone who has more refined um, talent than you do. You may have just an enormous amount of talent, but it just isn't quite refined yet. So there's always somebody out there. All right, so looking at this, man, those fingers aren't big enough at all. They look way too small. So let's go back to. That's why, like I said, don't. I'm becoming enthralled with one angle. You gotta look at this thing constantly from different angles. I think that might